Hey guys, my name is Isha Mohapatra and I'm the 2014-2015 winner of the SSKYEC, which is an entrepreneurship competition that takes place every year at the OSA convention. In order to participate for this entrepreneurship competition, you must submit one business plan of your idea that goes through a process of judging, and then candidates who have good business plans are selected to go present their business plan with the PowerPoint and everything at the OSA convention. If you want to participate in this, I'm pretty sure you want to know what a business plan is. So, Google says a business plan is a formal statement of business goals, reasons they are attainable, and plans for researching them. It may also contain background information about the organization or team attempting to research those goals. That pretty much covers it. In easier terms, a business plan is basically your idea that you put down formally on a piece of paper. You write about your idea, how you're going to put forth the idea in the world, I guess, how you're going to promote, how you're going to advertise, where you're going to get your money. So basically, how are you going to start your company? You write that all in the formal statement, which is called a business plan. I'm pretty sure you're also wondering what entrepreneurship is. So, entrepreneurship is a process. It's the process of starting your business. I'm just going to go on Google so I'll give you a better definition. Entrepreneurship is the process of designing, launching, and running a new business. Example, a startup company offering a product, process, or service. Entire process of creating and establishing your business. So a little more background on the SSKYEC, which is the entrepreneurship competition. I'm going to start referring to it as the entrepreneurship competition. Is that there's 3 prizes. There's first, second, and third. First, second, and third. And first place wins $1,000. Second place wins $600. In the past, it's been $750. It can vary, but it's normally still pretty high. Then third place wins $400. There have been times where they've split that third place prize between 2 people because maybe they were both equally good, and then so they'll split it 200 even. A lot of motivation in that to participate in the competition, but at the end, I don't think many people care much about winning the money prize, but I think many people, they realize that overall I've seen that people like the experience of participating in this entrepreneurship competition, especially me. I think I learned a lot about how to start a business, how to advertise. I'm highly more educated on my subject and on my topic that I was presenting there, like on my product. I understand competition, and I understand like a lot about the business plan and the process of entrepreneurship because I did this project. And you also create a nice community of friends who do the entrepreneurship competitions because you guys all talk about your projects and everything right before the competition too, when everybody's very nervous. You create more friends too, and it does take a lot of work, and I will be honest and say that you get frustrated at times, but the competition in itself is very rewarding. So I advise anyone who can, anyone above 6th grade, to do it. There's always a lot of college students too. So like you see me, I'm really young. That's because I was the youngest one all 3 years, 2013, 2014, and 2015. But I've seen that it's mainly high school, like late high school and college kids that do this entrepreneurship. So I advise you do it. Now, you might be thinking that you need to come up with a extremely complicated, extremely new product in order to actually win or actually go to the entrepreneurship competition. And I'm going to tell you right now that you don't need to do that at all because my project was really simple, or like my product was really simple. What they're looking for is not how complicated or how new your product is, like maybe the laptop or something. No, they're not looking for something that new or complicated. What they're looking for is a product. It can be anything as simple as a new yogurt brand or a restaurant or something that is different from your competitors or is different from all the other products out there. Like, what makes your product different? Because that's the only way your product will sell. And so that's why in the business plan competition, you need to come up with a list of competitors and you need to write why you're different from them and why people will want your product instead of theirs. In 2014, I did the entrepreneurship and I won. That was the first year I won. And my product was a brick. It was a new kind of brick. This brick is more insulating and in turn will save heat, energy, and money spent on heating in houses. So what I did, I tied this in with my science project from that year. You don't have to do that, that's just what I did. And what I basically did is I made bricks more insulating by creating pores in them using paper pulp that I fired, and the paper pulp would burn away, create pores. Because air is very insulating, the adding more pores is what made the brick more insulating. And so I showed that. I showed like a little bit of what I did for my science project, like 2 slides of data, or like how my bricks are made. Because you want to make this all business plan, or mostly business plan. You don't want to make this a science project that you're just presenting, because that's not what they're looking for. What I did was, my product was basically a brick, and I would sell bricks to, and I wrote that I would sell bricks to construction companies. That was my market. So your market is your customers. And I'm looking on to my slides because this was back in 2014. It's 2016 now. So my market opportunity was basically construction companies and builders, civil engineering companies, and architectural firms. And I also wrote reasons why they would want to buy my bricks. And so obviously they want to build, they want housing, and other construction companies, they build houses. So of course they're going to buy bricks. Civil engineering companies, they will want to save energy in schools and hospitals. Architectural firms, they want to design buildings to be more conservative with heat. And so that kind of thing. So you need to come up with a good market and who your customers will be. To promote my company, I will present my prototypes of my insulating brick to construction companies and builders, civil engineering companies, architectural firms, and trade shows. My brick is better for construction because it saves heat, it brings down heating costs for common households, and then it also uses recycled newspaper instead of chemicals or other substances to make it porous and less thermally conductive. It's a fancy word. This is what I would tell people when I'm presenting my prototype to the companies. So my brick will cost about 20 cents to 30 cents to make, with the clay, sand, energy, and packing costs, because I'm going to ship my bricks over from where they're being made in another country, and my headquarters will be here in the US. I will sell my bricks at around 50 cents per brick, and I think that in the first year I'll sell about 1 million bricks maybe, and I'll make about $500,000 and break even in either year 2 or year 3. My competitors in the brick making business are Cement Brick Company. I have reasons why my brick is better, because their bricks are not as insulating, and they actually don't even make insulating bricks. They just make regular standard bricks for, housing and things like that. My next competitor was Colonial Brick Corporation, and they specialize more in brick restoration, and they still use coal-fired brick kilns, which is not as efficient, so to say. It's slower. And then their bricks are also not as insulating. My next competitor was Old Virginia Brick Company. Their bricks are more used for style and look than insulating property or strength, and their bricks are also not as insulating. There are no companies right now that sell insulating bricks for houses and buildings and schools and things like that. There are insulating bricks for building kilns, but none made for houses, and so that's what my brick was made for and designed for. To start my business, I'll need around $750,000. This was my price, but I advise, when you write your business plan, I advise you try to keep the price under $1 million or even under $2 million. Some companies do need a lot of money for research and things like that, and that's okay. But as long as you put forth good evidence and things like that, it really doesn't matter how much money you need. But you just have to write how you will get that money, and if it makes sense, then judges will most likely buy it. I'm planning on getting my money for the $750,000 to start my company from angel investors. I'm definitely relying on angel investors. So thanks for watching this video. I really hope you participate at the 2016 SSKY EC, because it really is a great opportunity and you learn so much, and it's hard work, but it really is rewarding at the end. So I hope to see you there this year.